got sausage, turnips. That's fish brains.
You got sardines in there.
Yeah,
too.
but it's Scandinavian fish, which is like they have a long chain omega 3.
So you got Italian sausage,
Mhm.
sardines, and carrots in there.
Yeah, it's a really healthy drink. It's
You got onion in there too, and garlic.
I drink nothing. This is there. Garlic is if you're trying to detox, but I'm on a different cleanse.
Okay.
And yeah,
Is there any dandelions in there, Jer?
I drink nothing except this for 9 days straight. You have to sleep upside down, but only between the hours of 11:37
I
p.m.
need to get on this cleanse.
And then what you do is you find dandelion pollen from Lithuania.
I heard grass is good to put in there too.
A little bit, yeah.
Like you put in some like grass that you just cut. Like
Only
little-
if you're
little flakes.
Eastern European grandparents.
Amazing. In case you guys don't know what we're talking about right now, we're talking about Jer's kombucha drink. What is what
It's
is it?
kombucha.
Habucha?
It's kombucha, but I put ginger in it. I like ginger.
So there's a bit of a history with this kombucha because at one point on a different podcast, Jeremy cracked it open and it let out a big pop.
Mm.
And I think I mentioned that Jeremy's always getting my attention, like, oh, this is going to be a good one. Wait for this. Wait for this. This is going to be a good pop. Just wait. Then he opens it. It makes no noise whatsoever.
Oh,
But then
never.
he did it just before the pod.
Big pop on this one.
Yeah.
So you spent last night making that and putting that in the fridge.
No, it's got to be sitting in the fridge for like a month, man.
What?
So kombucha
What?
is fermented
What does that mean?
like vinegar, but not that much. It's not that fermented.
So what is it good for? Does it taste good? Does it?
It is
it
good
supposed to
for
help
your-
energy.
Yeah, it has live bacteria in it, much like yogurt.
Stop this.
Yogurt is live bacteria.
It's like a probiotic.
yeah,
I
but it's
just
good
don't
for you.
like the way you said it like that. Like
It's got
live
live
bacteria. That sounds
bacteria.
Just
real
wi-
appetizing.
Just a wiggling around going in
oh
your stomach.
my goodness.
But there's
Does it smell?
Yeah, it has a smell to it.
Is it like vegetable juice or is it more like a sweet?
It's basically tea.
It's basically V8.
No,
Never had that. I'm
not
kidding.
even close.
oh my.
Mott's
goodness.
Clamato juice. No, it's
Yeah.
it's tea. It's black tea with sugar in it. But then it has a bacterial culture that basically eats the caffeine and the sugar, and then you're left with basically like a tangy, kind of like tastes like iced tea a
You
bit.
know, this is a good lesson because now you can do a better John Tavares impression.
John
he
Tavares
loves kombucha.
loves-
Really?
He's got a keg of it apparently
Mm.
in his
Oh my
house.
Goodness.
It's a health food drink, but I'm too cheap to buy it, so you can just make it at home. So I make my own.
That's amazing. Yeah, I just saw this. In case you guys can't see or you're not watching the video, it's just a big old glass
Jar.
jar.
Yeah, it looks like dirty sink water.
It
It's-
looks like I thought it was Italian sausage in there. That's what I was like, Jerry, is that Italian
And
sausage
he's
you
just
got
sipping
drinking
away.
right there? Like,
Mm.
Ew. That-
Nothing better for your gut health than some
ASMR.
aged sink water with Italian sausage.
that's amazing. I feel like I need to get on that at some point. I feel like
Get on that.
I'm not there
You got to get on the kombucha.
spiritually yet on
The
the
kombucha train.
but I'll get there.
Yeah.
I am trying to ingest a number of different healthy things. So I've been sprouting my.
Why does he say it like that?
I love that. I am too. I am on this.
I'm
I'm
tr-
on the road to the bed.
I'm
field
trying
right now.
to ingest as many healthy biomes as possible.
I love that. I love that. I actually love the wording.
I'm trying to switch over to make this into like a health food podcast. I want to be like Huberman or maybe Joe Rogan. So you have to say things and in a way that it sounds smart.
I thought we were just gonna have beef jerky and
Yeah, okay, let's do that
Call it-
instead.
Yeah, I like beef.
I changed my mind.
there you
I
go.
like.
yeah.
Let's
Hey,
do it.
guys.
Podcast.
Life's all about balance. If we could just balance and have balance,
Mm,
everything will be balanced.
I like
Mm.
balancing things. Essentially, we ate way too many like processed foods where it's overly. So I'm trying to find real food.
So you're processing your own food
and
instead.
process my own.
So the Mr.
yeah.
Sub I ate yesterday probably isn't good.
That's not too bad.
Mr. Sub, I can't remember the last time I had Mr.
I know
Sub.
I had a big workout and I was like too lazy to go home and make food, and I was like, let me get a big Mr.
I got
Sub.
I got a fun thing on the Sty or No Sty that we're gonna record following
Ooh.
this episode coming out Friday.
Mm.
That is just exactly about that.
I
so
love
we'll,
that.
So we'll get to
I
that
love
later.
Aiden, do you mind? I'm trying to tell people how healthy I am.
Yeah, sorry.
What's
we
the
got,
point?
We're
He's
on,
flexing right
What's
now.
on
the
the
point in
process
eating
here.
healthy food if you don't tell everyone that you meet?
that. Yeah, and what's the point of going to the gym if you don't take a
Exactly.
story and let everyone know
Exactly.
that you worked out? Because it wouldn't have counted. It doesn't
Exactly.
count if you don't tell your entire social media that you
I
worked
thought I'd
out.
been working out for 6 years, but I
No,
guess
you have not.
No,
You have
dang
not.
it.
You have
That's-
I only
not.
posted like one story in that, or two
Yeah,
stories in
well,
the whole
you've
time.
only worked out twice.
Dang it.
So that's
Mm.
you have to know this. In 2024, you
So
have to know this.
when you vlog a workout, does that count as like 6 workouts? Because
no,
it's like,
that counts.
you
it-
could make like
unless-
18
If
stories
it's
from a
separate
vlog.
videos, if it's separate videos, I could act like they're separate days.
Mm.
But if you're wearing the same clothes,
Yeah, and it really helps if you put motivational quotes with it too,
yeah.
either on the screen or as your background music.
You don't even have to talk. You can
Like,
just use the
Today
voice.
I woke up,
Like-
and I woke up today, and when I woke up, I woke up.
Like
So
And
David
when I-
Goggins.
Waking up is because I woke up, and I didn't wake up just to wake up. I woke up, right?
To wake up.
yeah, exactly.
And you have to be like lifting weights.
And it's like, no, I didn't go right after the gym to West Wing and dummy a pound of wings. You know what I mean? No, I went and had a nice spinach smoothie.
No, that's called an animal-based diet.
You know what's the best?
As long as you put it on a wooden cutting board and eat it, it's healthy. Okay, so
Correct.
you take 3 pounds of honey garlic wings, and you put them on a nice wooden cutting board.
He chop
It's
up
healthy now.
Chop up a banana,
Yeah,
put it beside.
and this is my animal-based diet that I've been eating
This
for
is how
3
humans
years.
should be eating.
And yeah, exactly. And you
Low-key
put
facts though. I
A-
like
and you put, I used to suffer from this, and this, but since I switched to my animal-based diet, no more late nights, no more acne. My mental focus has increased times 7 because I'm on an animal-based diet and I eat it off of a wooden cutting board.
You know what?
It doesn't
I
help you if you
actually-
don't eat it off a wooden
I actually kind of believe it. I kind of believe that.
Thank you.
because
I
I think
do believe
it's
that.
all placebo.
But like, I think carbs for me, I need to cut the carbs out. And like, if I just had I had steak and eggs the other day, I felt amazing. My
Oh,
energy was like, for me, the carbs are almost like what bloats me, like the
Mm.
bread and like cutting out the
too,
bread.
sometimes a little too processed. A little bit of
Crackers.
bread, a little bit of bread.
A little
fine.
bit, yeah, but like,
But the thing with the carbs is they're so satisfying. Like,
oh, I'm like, you don't have to get me started. I'm a carb guy. I love carb, pizza,
If you
Love
if you
pasta.
try
Yep.
to put on like
burgers.
mass, like if you're trying to put on muscle,
You kind of need carbs
you
unless you're eating like a ton of steak.
well you just need like a potato and rice
Yeah.
is like the go-to's
Mm.
for
Yeah, rice. Yeah, rice. I'm a big rice guy. I
like
could
grains, like
crush
whole
rice.
grains. You can or like oats, like you need something, and especially for hunger too. Like
Yes.
if you want to like fill up and have enough energy and stuff, but if you're trying to put on
the
weight,
thing-
you can just eat whatever.
the thing is, if you eat carb heavy, then it keeps telling you to eat more of it.
Yeah, you get hungry
Yeah,
so
you
quickly.
do.
Like I'll eat like
Mm.
pizza, and
Yeah.
then 2 hours later you're like, I need more pizza.
Yeah.
I
Oh, yeah.
need more pizza.
You-
Where's the? I needed another pizza.
You eat a big
We didn't
carb.
order enough pizza.
Is that the sound of your stomach? You put
We
your
didn't
mic,
order enough
put
pizza.
your mic down to your stomach. I need more pizza.
I need more pizza. I didn't get enough pizza.
A muffin would do.
A muffin would do.
6 donuts.
Oh, he turns into a Scotsman.
I need more pizza.
It's a little English.
There's not enough pizza, mate.
Yeah, no, but that's exactly it. Like, you eat some carbs.
Sound like
for
Jamie
breakfast.
Tart from Ted Lasso. Have you seen that show?
Oh, I've not.
Oh, this is just a tangent now.
You
This
just
is
want
great.
pizza.
Oh,
I want
pizza.
So yeah,
pepperoni.
bottom line is we're all the most healthy hockey players on the planet.
Yes.
John Tavares and McDavid have nothing on us.
Mm.
No.
Speaking of McDavid,
What?
moving on.
Okay.
Hold on.
Moving on.
Jared wants to stay.
I still haven't told you how healthy I am. All right? I've been eating mushrooms.
How
and-
many? What
and
kind?
Sprouts.
Enough with the mushrooms,
Kind
Jer.
of mushrooms. Enough with.
Not-
I think we can
Not
go
enough
on mu-
people eat
There's mushrooms in your kombucha, it looks like.
I might be having mushrooms right now.
And I've been sprouting my own sprouts. You put little beans in
That's
a jar,
amazing. I love that.
and it's just so healthy.
Are you allowed to eat sprouted potatoes? Have you ever done that?
Oh, yeah. My mom was saying, "Oh, I just chop around it." I'm like, "What?"
Yeah, and you cut the mold off the cheese.
Ew.
Guys, you can't do that. I read something because if it's mold on it, that means it's like.
It's
Completely
contaminated.
If it's
Contaminated.
like it's like a little chain
But,
going
like,
right through.
I would
it.
Have
know.
I
I tried
done
to
it?
do it and
But
Shannon.
have I done it?
told me
Yeah,
no.
I've
My-
done it.
My dad's
Am I
Dutch.
still here? Yeah, I am.
You just see what used to be in my Oma's fridge.
Talk about your gut
Oh
biome.
my god, the
Yeah.
expiry
Moldy
date.
cheese.
No, my one buddy, it was so funny. It was a joke. Like his parents would never like throw anything out from the fridge,
Mm.
and so we went over his place, and he pulls out a Kool-Aid jammer
Oh, those are the best.
from 2013. I think it was like
Oh,
20. I think it
yeah.
was like 2018.
Oh, yeah.
We go into Dill's fridge, Oh my god.
pound through the wall,
Yeah.
the drywall.
Jeremy.
Oh yeah.
That get you
Shout out to-
pumped up.
Shout out to Big Dill.
I've been saving this for a special occasion for the last 6 years.
And then low key, my parents do that now too. Like, I'll go in there, I'll be like, "Is this barbecue sauce from like
2017.
2010?"
It's,
Like,
it's fermented. That's fermented now.
yeah, my dad will be like, "It's good." I'll be like, "Dad, expired 3 months ago, dude. It's good. It's
Just heat it on the
barbecue
stove
sauce
for a
doesn't
little.
expire,
Yeah,
pal.
Put it in the microwave.
HP doesn't expire, pal."
No. Put it in the microwave.
Old mustard.
Yeah, my dad's like, yeah, that's literally the mustard. It's probably the Dijon mustard that my dad. I'm like, Dad, that's from expired 2022.
Yeah.
The processed stuff never goes bad. So
Yeah.
many preservatives in that.
Oh,
So many preservatives in that. It never goes bad.
there's nothing worse than cleaning out an old like a fridge with a bunch of old food in
They're
it.
gonna say an old fart.
Sometimes
An old fart.
that's what I say. Sometimes someone drops a real nasty one. Oh, it smells like an old fridge. It's like a distinct
Oh,
Yeah, that's no fun.
smells like
Put
an
some
old
baking soda in it.
honestly, I got a couple things.
The-
Hey, you put a little tub of
The
baking
back
soda.
door
What?
Hmm?
You put a little
What?
baking soda in it.
Huh?
before you fart.
No, in the fridge, dude.
fridge. Honestly, I always
in
forget.
the back door. You fart dust.
I got a I have a large
Baking soda in it.
chicken carcass sitting in my fridge right now.
Oh,
Yeah.
I think
TMI.
it's been there for a week.
You can go home and eat it.
Well, because I can't put it out in the garbage because it's.
What did you
frozen.
go to Costco specifically for that?
Yeah, I was a Costco chicken and
Yeah,
I ate it and I'm like
rotisserie.
Mm-hmm.
just sitting in the fridge right now.
All right, should we talk hockey?
Sure.
What?
a little
what's
bit?
hockey?
What's hockey?
It's the summer. We don't talk hockey in the summer.
I got something to
It's
talk
golf-
about.
It's golf.
We
season,
talk
bro.
hockey until playoffs are over.
how
and
about
then
we talk
nothing about it.
How about we talk about
I g-
what's his name? Scotty Scheffler.
Oh,
getting arrested?
boy.
Oh my goodness.
Oh,
I saw that,
What
yeah.
the heck? That was a tragic situation.
For anyone that doesn't know what he's talking about,
Is he the best golfer in the world?
Number
won.
one.
He's
Oh.
the number one. Yeah, he was on his way to. What's the name of the golf course? It
Was
starts
it
with a V.
PGA? It was the Vahana or
Yeah, yeah,
Varana or something like that.
Yeah, so he was on his way to
Bahamas.
the tournament for day 2,
Valhalla?
and there was
Valhalla, there
a
it is.
tragic accident outside of the venue there.
Valhalla, I think.
That sounds right. Valhalla.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Did you just make that up, Jared? Did you?
I said Valhalla because I think that's a word for something completely different. I think I'll look it up. Go ahead.
Anyway, yeah, we won't get into the details of that accident, but there was traffic backed up outside of the venue, and the tour pros were told that they could get into the venue still, even though there was the accident. They'd be given special access
I
to
guess he was
get
just
through.
he was going around the traffic on the side. or
Yeah,
something.
so he went on the side median to drive through to the golf course, and the cops pulled up behind him and like stopped him, and then ran beside his car or something, and was
grabbed his car and he was driving.
yeah. So
I don't even know.
and
the
they
cop was like-
arrested him.
Yeah, they
So
arrested.
he was just trying to get to the tournament in time.
Yeah, but they didn't know who he was, or they
Yeah.
did, and they had a bet on someone else or something. No, I don't
Yeah,
know.
but the cop was like,
Conspiracy
so
theory.
apparently, like he didn't like he thought the cop said he thought the cop said go,
Oh.
and I had a situation like this. I got pulled over the first time I ever got pulled over. First week of having my license.
First week.
Yeah, I was driving my buddy to his hockey game because he was late, and I get pulled over and I'm nervous. Right, I forgot to put the car in park, so I got my foot on the brake and the cop's like on my like holding the door, and I start rolling. The car starts rolling. I hit him with the mirror. I'm like, oh my, sorry, I forgot to put it in park. And it's like 9:30 a.m. I'm driving this guy to a
Oh man.
junior C hockey game,
Jeez.
and yeah, I almost hit the cop. So so Scheffler started driving away, I think,
Yeah.
and like the cop was like holding on to
He was
the,
following him, like yeah,
holding
like
on to
holding
the
up.
car. So it was like assaulting a police.
He got
officer.
charged
Oh.
with like 3rd degree officer
No
assault
way,
or
okay.
something, and like not obeying an order, and
I think
This
they're saying
is
they're dropping the
way different than what I thought happened because I haven't looked into it. I was just following the headlines, and I'm thinking that this guy was on like some bender and just beat the crud out of a cop or
What?
something.
No, I know.
I see that's Scheffler. I see a mugshot.
Yeah,
I see
assaulted-
he's
yeah.
arrested for assault of an officer.
Do you think he would have made his 10 o'clock tea time if he was actually like?
Brandy?
No, they just charged him with that and then released him.
I
was-
don't
but
watch
it's-
golf.
But it's
He was
because
so
stretching in the jail
boring.
cell. He was
You know-
stretching in the jail cell before.
But think of it from the police's perspective.
Then he
If
goes
they
out. And,
if
sorry.
they arrest him
Yep.
and they take up like he doesn't get to warm up for the PGA Tour. He's this famous
Yeah.
person. He didn't like they blew it out of proportion. But if they didn't, how much worse would it be if they detained him and all this stuff and then didn't charge him with anything?
I didn't know what was happening. I thought he was going to jail or something. Like I
He
see
did. He was in a jail cell stretching
Yeah.
at at 8 a.m. His tea time was at 10. And then he gets out there and then he eagles the first hole.
Oh, new
First
pregame
birdie,
routine, eh?
First hole.
Hey, can you arrest me next time, guys?
Yeah.
Dude, like day 3, I need to
Yeah,
get.
like I was just meditating in that jail cell. Like
That is a
Unbelievable.
story.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. So I just saw the headlines. I was like, oh, this guy is a criminal now. I thought,
Scotty Scheffler, #1 jail cell.
jail cell and makes a tea time in the same day. That's
Yeah.
insane.
I
Well, they
thought-
delayed the start an hour and a half or something.
I thought he had some mental breakdown.
Well, I guess because there was a big tragedy that day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's too bad.
Yeah.
Jeez. Well, I don't know. I see the headlines of Nichushkin going to stage 3.
Yeah, we haven't talked about that situation.
No, in the middle of the playoffs. So I thought this is another case of an athlete just going off the rails, couldn't handle the pressure.
Mm.
You know, but
Well, that's a little different.
Yeah.
it's very different.
Yeah.
It's very different, but I just read the headlines. I didn't look into what was going on. So
Yeah.
okay, interesting. He gets arrested for abusing that officer.
Well, I don't know
Or
the exact
assaulting
charges.
assaulting an
It was like
officer or
3rd
something.
degree or something, so it wasn't like
Yeah,
that serious.
that'll teach me to just read headlines and not actually see what's going on.
I guess if you're driving a car and the cop hurt their finger on the side
Yeah.
of it.
Yeah.
It's assault with a
Yes.
weapon. I learned that. So I went to school for police foundations. I was going to be a police officer.
No
And-
way.
Yeah,
You were gonna be a cop?
that's what because I wanted to help people. You know, I wanted to like make a difference in the community,
Mm.
and I learned about assault with a weapon. And it turns out anything can be a weapon if you assault someone with it.
Yeah, kickboxers have to,
You-
Tell you
have
what,
to
these-
sign a waiver.
These
or
two
something.
things I got growing off the side
Oh,
of my arms
yeah,
are
uh-huh.
a couple weapons, buddy.
Fingers?
Registered.
Registered. I got to register them. They're
If-
saying this year. They're
if you-
saying no. They sit seriously.
Really?
They said I probably got to register these.
Okay. I have seen the post.
These
They,
guns too on the side of my
Yeah.
arms.
Yeah. They saw him at the gym, and
Yeah, too much.
it's like you got to sign
where,
that.
where can I get tickets to the gun show?
The gun show.
Yeah.
You can just go coachchippy.ca.
I already called a plumber because it looks like those pipes are about to burst. So I just
Perfect.
he'll be
Yeah,
coming
could we-
right
Got
after
the
podcast.
synthol.
Coming. I don't know if I can finish the pod.
Exactly.
My arms are so
And-
big. Like,
And
Can't hold the mic up
can't
anymore.
hold the mic up because it's like
The
I actually
arm's
can't
in the way.
scratch my back. Hey, can you itch my back?
yeah, I'm gonna
My back there 'cause my
I-
arms
I'm
are so
actually-
big.
hold on. I'm gonna call the Toronto Zoo and let them know that I found the pythons
we
that
just make
escaped.
the rest of the
Yeah.
pod about how good a shape I'm in.
It's amazing. Yeah. So
Perfect.
yeah, is this Toronto Zoo? Yeah, those pythons that escaped, I found them.
Mm.
I got them right here.
Perfect.
Couple
Perfect.
pythons.
Hey, hey,
Don't
Should
worry.
we call this episode Ego?
hey. Yeah, it's called this ego.
Ego.
Who's got the biggest?
Who's the
ego?
healthiest?
Who's the healthiest?
Who's got the biggest arms?
Of course, it's me.
Hey, did I mention I've been eating sprouts?
Did I mention I've been in the gym for 7 days in a row?
Chippy's been sprouting
And
those
I'm on
arms.
Hey.
creatine. Look, I got my shaker with me.
So
I just wanted the
That's
world.
plus 10
I
strength.
just wanted the world to see what I'm on. You know what I mean? I got my shaker cup. Like
Mhm.
anyone who walks around with this
oh, you know,
is fit.
You know
That's
they're
why I
fit.
got it. That's
Yeah.
why I got it on me.
yeah.
Because I just want everyone to know, oh, this guy works out.
I fill
a
mine up
shaker.
with a McDonald's triple thick milkshake every morning, and drink from it to let everyone know how fit I am.
It's a facade.
Mm.
So exactly.
You're
'Cause guys,
just-
if
No, it's a
Like-
shaker,
no, at home, guys, if you're listening and you just want to like
protein shaker.
see, like you want to be perceived as fit,
Fit,
as
fit, fit,
Thin fit.
just
fit.
pull out the shaker and throw some water in there.
and make sure it has a little
Yeah.
metal ball in it and shake it around.
Yeah, that's how you have to have the ball. You have to
Little
have,
metal
to
ball
have
in
the
it.
ball. That's hilarious.
Yeah.
I think that's funny. I thought it was funny.
It is funny.
It is.
Sometimes I think I'm funny.
I do think you're funny.
You're probably one of the most funny hockey creators out there.
Appreciate that.
I'm sitting right here, Hayden.
You're not that
Oh.
funny. You have good ideas, good execution. Chippy's more funny.
Oh, I appreciate it. I feel like I'm more funny looking. I feel like I've concluded that I'm a funny look.
it's hard to
I
be-
have a funny look to me.
Yeah, it's hard to be funny if you're extremely attractive.
Yeah.
It's like,
No, I'm serious.
what's funny about that?
I'm serious.
Right?
I do feel like I'm sitting in a good like attractiveness, like not too attractive.
Yeah, you
got
have to
the
be quirky.
balance.
I kind
You have
of
to
look,
be a little quirky.
yeah, I kind of
Yeah.
look funny.
Mm.
I
Yeah.
do
I
kind of
think
look funny.
you give yourself good expressions that
My
are funny.
body is
Yeah.
built weird too.
How so?
Like my chest is like huge,
Mm-hmm.
and then like the rest, I kind of look like an alien.
An alien.
I do kind of look like an alien.
get
I was
that from
ta-
your
I was
dad?
talking with my buddy.
Or
Did you get that from
I
your
don't
dad
know.
or your mom?
I think I just have a really short torso,
Uh.
and my legs are extremely long.
Yeah.
So I look a little bit like an extraterrestrial.
Mm.
Oh, I see. I
Put on a little suit. You could.
So my chest is like over, like huge, and then like my arms and legs are
Well,
like
maybe you are an alien.
I'll take a look
I
next
think
time we're
I'm-
in the team showers, and I'll really.
perfect.
Look
I
you
would
up and
love,
down.
I would love you for you to do that. That's why I actually, that's why I started this bit, just so you could say that.
New segment alert. Just rating our teammates.
Oh my days. Where did we just go with that? Sorry guys, I just was just telling you how much of an extraterrestrial I am, but
Chippy's an alien.
I have a quick reminder for all the hockey parents out there. Go and register your kids for hockey. I know it's May and the season just ended. But
yeah, we're actually gonna be running a skating program. You guys want to come through our program?
Yeah, if you want to make sure your kid makes the house league team.
You put headphones on them while they're playing hockey and listen to the podcast. That's our training session.
funny.
You might not be thinking, oh, hockey registration, it's May, but because hockey doesn't start until October. But if your team has opened up their registration, go and sign up. Ours opened up May 15th. It's now May 21st, and I'm already on the waiting list.
Oh, you're being serious?
I am being serious.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay. I thought
Yeah.
this was a bit.
it
Wasn't sure.
that's how you know it's crazy because it should be a bit. You should wait until like August maybe to open your. Who's thinking about signing up for hockey right now? Hockey just ended.
Crazy hockey parents that are
I
listening.
mean, we have
Exactly.
we have summer hockey as in men's league.
Yes, but anyway,
Boys,
so
I gotta come out to one of those games. I don't know the last time I played hockey.
Probably.
It's
April.
been.
well, we're on a hiatus now until I think July.
I haven't played
June.
hockey since like.
I'll
Gotta
let-
get out the
2.5
rollerblades.
Hey.
I know. I got Bauer to send me some rollerblades, so I do have.
Yes, can
rollerblades.
you get them to send me some? Actually, I have the Mars blades.
Just send them a DM.
Sure, I will do that.
They'll hook you up.
Sweet. I need it by 2 weekends from now for the.
I don't know if I'm gonna play in the game. Like I've never played roller hockey. in my
Same
life.
here. Come with me,
I'm
and
kinda
we'll be
scared.
like Hanson brothers, just
I
running
just
into
want
the
to like
boards.
do the warm ups. Like
I can't stop.
I don't think that's what I mean. I don't think I can get out there and play. But
No,
It's a completely different
I-
beast.
I don't want
I
anyone
feel
to-
like an alien
I just
on
feel like
rollerblades.
I'll
You're like
play in
such
the
a
warm ups.
bender.
I'll be like, I know I can't. For me,
on rollerblades.
I can't. It's
I feel
bad
so
luck.
weird.
There's gonna be cameras and stuff. I
Yeah.
can't. I can't.
I'm just gonna go right into the
My
boards.
ego says I can't look bad, so
Yeah, well,
I'm joking. I don't mind looking bad, but when it comes to hockey, I don't. That doesn't.
You just got to rely on the hands more.
you know what?
I'm
As-
gonna end up like wiping out. bro.
Exactly, I did. The very first time I played roller hockey,
can't do that.
it was after a 19-hour flight to Hong Kong, and the guys picked me up and like, "You want to go play some hockey?" I'm like, "Yeah, I don't want to sleep. Forget that." They took me to some place down in Hong Kong.
They had to
And
blindfold you before you got there.
It
'cause
was
it's
weird.
Top secret.
top secret.
Yeah.
What?
Competitive roller hockey league. I played for the Hong Kong Bloody
And
Oranges.
you just stunk.
I
Oh, he lit it up.
I went full speed. I went full speed
Try
to
stop.
right to get the puck. A guy's going in the corner with the
And just
puck.
ran to the boards.
Yeah, because I didn't know how to stop, and I'm like, and the guy kind of fakes this way and then goes that way, and I'm like, no problem. I'll just do a little punch turn and follow him. No, I won't. Poof. I went to like stop.
Do a little punch
Yeah,
turn.
there's a little punch turn here. I'm 2 feet from the boards. No problem. I'll just do a little punch turn like I
Face
do
full of
on the ice,
Face full of boards.
and I just went da poof right into the boards.
I think the biggest difference.
I just crumpled myself.
Oh my gosh, yeah. I think
I got up, recovered, scored a hat trick though. We won the game 5-3.
like I've seen Nasher rollerblading, and like he makes it look like it's just like skates. But I think the biggest difference is you keep all of your weight on your back foot. Like you're using one foot to stop all the time.
Why
You
don't-
don't stop with both.
Why don't we
as
put on
often.
some rollerblades and we'll see who has the best hockey stick.
Like I know I'll be good, north south.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the stopping.
But it depends on the floor.
But
like
then
the
I'm gonna get
flooring.
too comfortable.
does.
I'm gonna get like, oh, these are just like hockey skates, and then I'm just
That's
gonna
the
like
problem. Yeah.
friggin' wipe out and,
And
be, like,
and the mentality is
laughing stock of the whole tournament.
the mentality is different.
Which
You
is
don't
fine.
you don't stay with your check. If a guy beats you, you
You
just,
just kind of
let him beat you,
loop out.
and then you do a tight turn and come back.
Mm,
It's weird.
lots of turning.
Anyway, so we're gonna be
Oh,
playing
sorry, guys.
in the Wish Cup in Nashville.
Oh, that's sick.
Yeah, I'm a little bit nervous.
Want
for
me to
that.
come film?
Yeah, book a flight.
I'm a little bit nervous for that.
uh,
We're on the same team, I think.
yeah, Nasher's team. It's so stupid.
And Swaggy's on your
It's
team.
so bad. It's so bad, dude. Swaggy is the other team. Swaggy P versus you, me, Nasher. This
Well, 1 versus 4 is
Sterling Bowman. All like versus Swaggy P, Bobby Ryan.
What?
Yeah, ex NHLer Bobby Ryan. This other John Chavo or whatever.
I think I'm gonna.
That guy's a
I'm gonna.
beast
I'm
in the
requesting a
gym.
trade.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know what Colby was thinking when he put these teams together, but he's Like Swaggy P is like practically an NHL player. Bobby Ryan
And he
was an
lives
NHL
on
player.
rollerblades
He
too.
lives on rollerblades. This John Chavo plays in NAC.
Who else is gonna be? Is there some other big names?
Well, our goalie is Nick the goalie. They probably have Martin Brodeur
we got Nicky
and backed up by Patrick
Nicky
Waugh.
Cash in that baby.
Yeah.
We're gonna win
Yours
this
is
thing.
literally just the social.
It's the hockey
team.
is for fun team versus we
I know.
wake up
That's
in a
why I was like,
rollerblades
I'm not
team.
playing. I refuse to play.
Just show up.
I'm just gonna. I'll coach you guys.
Just take the rollerblades.
I'm gonna have the
roller.
rollerblade.
Yeah.
I'll warm up, but I will not.
Hey, switch into Heelys.
Like we're gonna lose like
Oh, yeah.
25.
I don't care. I'm gonna just play for fun. I'm gonna make Sammy proud of me.
Yeah, I'll coach you guys.
I like a challenge.
I'll be like the only. I want to like be a ref or something.
That'd be fun.
Just gear up and you'll be fine. You know, bring some
I'm
shin
not bringing
pads. and
full
stuff.
gear though. Or, like
I'm sure the guys will be wearing.
I know I don't have full gear. I don't like. You have to wear like roller pants and stuff.
Dude, I'm gonna wear jorts.
That's such a dangerous move. Like your knees are gonna be cheese graters.
Oh, is it the cheese grated ground like the?
Right? It has to be right.
Oh, we should get a shirt printed of our Blades and Shades logo.
Oh,
Remember that?
Yeah, I forgot about that, dude.
I completely forgot.
Do the
about it.
retro, like the neon blue and pink,
Yeah.
and
Blades and Shades.
Like I might
Get the
just.
mullet
I think
back.
I'm just gonna bring my skates and hopefully someone has a stick there and the gloves or something.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
I don't want a big pack and
yeah, yeah.
for the flight.
No.
You got to practice. Get on your rollerblades. Your feet'll hurt. If
We
you're
should
not.
go. We should do a YouTube video. I was gonna go do that. So
Yeah, I got a sport court in the
Right
backyard.
back there. Yeah,
Could use that.
yeah, because I need to get on them and like
those tiles aren't bad actually.
Actually, that'd be great. Can we put that on YouTube? Can that be our YouTube video?
yeah.
It's training for the Wish Cup, and it's just us sucking at rollerblading.
Yeah. Honestly, but I'll look good. I can make myself look good on them,
Yeah.
but I'm not gonna be good on them.
Oh, like in an actual
Like if
competitive
yeah,
game
like
environment,
I
you
could,
won't be comfortable. You know.
Yeah, like in a competitive game, it's just gonna be. Yeah.
Right.
I don't really care as long as it's accurate. Sammy cares about that stuff. Optics, I'm like, nah. If I suck at rollerblading, I can be seen sucking at rollerblading.
I know. I don't care. I actually I do care.
I don't care,
I
but
don't-
actually I do care.
I don't like to suck at things. Like that's
Yeah.
the reason why I got good at a lot of things.
Yeah.
Mm.
Like
It sucks to suck. That's
I I'm so competitive that I'm like,
Yes,
oh, if this
I
person's
gotcha, I
like,
gotcha.
better than me, I'm just kind of pissed about it.
Mm.
and you don't want to be seen trying or practicing. You just want to be seen being good at something. Right?
I don't mind grinding. No, I'm in the gym. I'm grinding. I'm showing off the, you know.
But working out,
Yeah,
you-
but-
it's speculative. It's
Yeah, but when there's a huge crowd and I've never played roller hockey.
no. I'm saying just like working out itself. It's like you don't have to. There's no good or bad. It's like you're doing it for you. You're good because you're there. You
Yeah,
know?
and I'm also not going to be naive and think, oh, I'm good at roller hockey because I can
Yeah.
play ice hockey.
Exactly. Yeah.
No, like I understand.
I'm good at 80% of roller hockey. It's
I'm-
just that 20% that makes me look like a bender.
Austin Alexander's kind of nasty. He posted a story the other day, and he's like walked a defenseman and sniped one out of the bar. I think he might be better at roller hockey than he is ice hockey.
Wow.
Maybe. Yeah.
I was looking, I'm like, holy Steezo. Literally walked the defenseman like full speed. I'm like, holy, this looks gnarly. This roller hockey stuff actually looks gnarly, and it's probably so hot in those rinks, isn't it?
Oh, in Nashville?
I would. think
Nashville
so.
in June?
But like, just like those, I used to play ball hockey in the
Yeah.
summer, and like those
in the hockey rinks.
in the
it's so
hockey
hot,
rinks, and you're on
yeah.
the massive, bro. That was so wrong.
Yeah.
Full ice ball
I
hockey
played
on a
that. Yeah.
like you need the little smaller rinks,
Yeah,
like
that's
the
true. Eh?
full ice ball, and then your knees, you're running on the cement and it's slippery, bro. I
Yeah.
lit that league up though. I'm not even gonna lie, but
I
could.
played in Penetang. I only played ball hockey 1 year,
Well, they always had.
and I
they
missed
were
half
always
the
good,
games,
bro.
and I
that-
led the league in scoring.
those little towns, like those little Penatangs, those other like
Mhm.
what was another town that was just dirty? Had a dirty ball hockey team. It's like a bunch of farm boys just
I don't know. Midland.
dominating us.
Midland had ball hockey too.
Letterkenny.
like Midland, like those areas. Like they always had good ball hockey teams.
Midland.
Midland.
You know, like in the middle of the land. That's where all the guys are the best at ball
there's
hockey.
one place that was really
'Cause
good.
there's
That
no
I
water near. I'm just kidding.
Brockville.
Midland is on the water. That's why I never understood why
Hmm.
it's called Midland
Okay.
around
I,
here.
I never understood Newmarket. When do
But
you
yeah,
change the
moral-
name to Old Market?
Moral of the story is, yeah, we're playing roller hockey next week, and
be fun.
I've never played.
Let's talk about the NHL.
We're finally getting there, eh?
Mm-hmm.
Let's
good.
talk about it.
Remember to register your kids for hockey, and it's freaking expensive. I just paid $1,100 for my 7-year-old girl to play.
It's
$1,100
not
bucks.
even that bad compared to a lot of the leagues.
Oh, dude, I think it's expensive. And then when I post that, oh yeah, we're 4,500 plus the rep fees. Like if you want to play AAA, kiss your money goodbye and don't go on
Plus
vacation.
gas. Plus
Cancel all your vacation is to Buffalo for Silver Stick and Minnesota. Like no places you would never go on vacation
Yeah.
to Buffalo. But if you have we're gonna go
Some
Chicago.
people go shopping.
Yeah.
Some
Yeah.
people go shopping.
We're going to go to the Mall of America in Minnesota. We're going to go to Buffalo. We're going to stay at the Great Wolf Lodge. You're trying to make it fun, you know? And we're going to go to Chicago. Oh, they've got that Starbucks.
You got the bean, man.
Invest in a neck pillow
I got that big silver bean.
for the
Hey,
driving.
Chicago's lit.
We're going to CCM AAA invite in Chicago. That's our next vacation. Yeah, the family's going to love it. Our daughter loves it. Yeah,
Our daughter loves it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, Olivia just loves going to Buffalo in
Oh my
in
gosh.
February.
I don't think my sister ever went to one of my games, bro.
No?
No.
My sister used to go. She'd run around the rink with the other
I got
girls.
forced to, maybe like one or two. But
If I was lucky, sometimes if my brother had a tournament, we'd have a tournament in the same place, which was nice.
Dude, I got the craziest story from my sister. Sorry, Hayden. I just thought of it mid sentence there.
Go.
So
Yes, we're listening.
I grew up on a farm. Nobody in our town wanted to work on the farm and actually like pull weeds and stuff like that. So
Of course not.
my dad found a team of West Indians that would come and do the work. Basically, I don't know how much he paid. He paid a bunch of guys in turbans show up. They get out of the van. They do the work, and hang out.
Where's this story going?
You'll see. You'll
I'm
see.
just worried. I'm
You'll
worried
see.
where we're going with this.
We're just
So-
sitting here in anticipation.
Yeah,
like,
okay.
okay.
So- So my brother
I don't know where you're going with this.
my brother has hockey practice.
Okay.
We're all getting ready to go to the rink, and the West Indians had just finished working up. They're in the kitchen. We gotta get some water here, have some food, whatever, right? And my sister liked the turbans. She was asking about the turbans, right?
Okay.
And the guy's like, "Oh, I'll show you how to do one." So I don't know what they use, but they put a turban on my sister's head, right?
Yeah.
And she liked it, but we had to leave to go to hockey practice. So my sister comes to the hockey rink
No.
with a turban on her head.
How old was she?
Like 8 years
Oh,
old,
okay.
maybe.
She's young. She's young.
Eight or
okay.
9, yeah. And she's just running around
No.
with a
way.
turban on, Beaverton, Ontario, at the rink. And that didn't seem different or unusual or anything to me because I'm a kid and like, sure, she likes her turban. She's wearing her turban.
Yeah.
Right? But I don't know if you get
Probably
away.
don't see that in Beaverton
I
too often.
don't think you could get away with it in this day. That would be
Well, yeah, I'm not sure what
cultural
the yeah, I haven't done enough research to the culture, so yeah, like,
Oh, God.
is it offensive?
I don't
or
even know if it's called a turban. Is it called a turban?
It's definitely called a turban. You just can't use it in a
Is
derogatory
it?
term.
Is it
Yeah.
called? Because I guess I'm not informed.
Same. I
I have no clue.
Yeah,
I don't
no.
know what Jared's talking about right
Oh
now.
God.
We love everybody. I don't know
Like-
what the right terminology is. Please don't cancel me.
Turban is a man's head covering consisting of a long length of material wound around a cap.
So is it called a turban when your sister wore it?
Yeah.
Why does it say it's a man's?
All right, let's get off this topic. This is a bad topic. We're not informed. We gotta inform ourselves.
Hey.
We all gotta research.
My dad paid them well, okay?
We all gotta do our research. Let's move on to NHL. So what's happening in this NHL?
Guys
So
are-
anyway, about those mushrooms.
You
Jared's
guys
on,
are
yeah.
you guys are afraid to laugh because I said
Oh
turban.
my gosh. It's 2024, bro. I don't know
You
what
can't say turban on.
I don't know what you can do in 2024, bro. I'm scared. Everyone's out here trying to cancel
Dude,
everybody.
The West Indian guy put it on her head for her, so
It's
it has to
funny.
be okay, right?
It's funny.
She got the hall pass. She got the hall
Yeah,
pass.
it's allowed. It's funny. It's a
So
funny,
anyway,
it's a
Connor,
fun-
this episode is brought to you by Muskoka Brewery.
Oh, one of my favorite. No, my favorite craft brewer, Muskoka Brewery. You can get this delicious beer made in Muskoka pretty much everywhere. Is it LCBO, beer store,
In a grocery
stores?
store, yeah. And what beer are we talking about here, Jared?
Well, they got the Tread Lightly, which is their light beer. It's like a light lager.
Mm-hmm.
And they have dropped the price. It used to be a premium case, and now it is pretty comparable in price to all the other guys that you normally buy. Definitely recommend picking up that Tread Lightly. Great tasting local craft beer. And they actually just came out with another option, the Veer, which is a non-alcoholic beer. I love this actually.
I'm excited to try that.
because I don't always, I'm trying to cut back on the alcohol a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they have a hazy IPA beer.
I see here in the show notes something about 78% of people that drink alcohol also drink non-alcoholic drinks as a promotion of healthy lifestyles.
It's
That's where I'm
smart.
at over here. The
Yeah.
non-alcoholic drinks.
Hey, take a couple days off and grab the non-alcoholic version,
Jeez.
right? Maybe that's your
All ingredients made in Muskoka.
yeah, all natural, dude.
Jeez.
So huge thanks to Muskoka Brewery for sponsoring the pod, and grab yourself some Tread Lightly or some non-alcoholic beer.
The beer.
Available at LCBO Beer Store. Let's get back to the pod.
Funny story.
Connor McDavid and the Edmonton Oilers advanced to the conference final.
They did. I was surprised that Vancouver didn't come back there, and I thought they were making a push, and I was really excited.
I don't
See
know.
a 3-3 game, and they just didn't get it done.
I was watching that game, and
No, they turned it on the last 8
it
minutes.
was
Like,
literally
once
the
Garland-
last 7 minutes.
Once
Like,
Garland, but they were dominating. I'm like, oh my god, they're gonna score 3 here. Like Garland sniped one, and then
yeah.
they got another one from the point, and there's like 5 minutes left still. I'm like, oh my.
At least
goodness,
they
they're
went down with a fight. Like, they didn't roll over, even though it was 3-0 going into the third. But like, even halfway through the third period, it was like 28-12 shots for Edmonton, and then they just turned it on after Garland scored. They just
Yeah,
started-
Garland.
But like,
I didn't even know who Garland was before this playoff.
no,
Oh, yeah, he's pretty good. He's sneaky
He's
good.
like 5, little short guy, and
Yeah.
I think Kyle Dubas in Pittsburgh wanted to acquire him, but he ended up going to Vancouver.
he's nasty, bro.
Yeah, he's pretty.
He's like kind of like a DeBrincat.
Yeah, kind of similar
Who else?
play
Who
style.
else am I thinking about?
He reminds me a lot of Victor Arvidsson in their one playoff.
Kind of like
run.
Stanky too. Like these smaller guys that are just so nasty.
Well,
like-
yeah, Jared and I were saying last week that it seems like more and more, as long as you play with the right tenacity and you bounce back up, the size isn't as big a deal as it used to be.
Well, I think if you're built solidly,
Mm-hmm.
like you're not gonna get hit because like
Yeah.
if you're solid, like
Once Vegas gets out, then you're pretty much safe. Like, there's a lot of you can work your way through, but when you play Vegas, there's no break from it because every player is over 6 foot,
Well, you see
200 pounds.
a guy like Martin St. Louis, and you see his legs.
Oh
right?
my
Tree
God,
those
the trunks,
tree
that's what I mean. If you have-
trunks.
if you're smaller, you have to have trunks.
Yeah.
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 Yeah,
You
you
just
gotta have
gotta-
Bedsy build.
Like Betsy build, yeah. That's what but my legs are so long. How could I be short, but my legs are so long?
You have to wake up and squat your bed.
I
Every
know.
morning, wake up, grab your bed, and just
I
squat
have
it.
leg
10
day today
times.
actually.
There you
And
go.
then once that's easy, you wake up, you go into your parents' room, you squat their bed with them on it. So you're adding more weight.
Squatting beds is really important if you're an up and coming NHL or up and coming.
You want a
Hockey
bedsy
player.
build.
You should be squatting your bed. You should be squatting
Mhm.
everything.
Everything
You see. You
you
should be
see.
squatting right now. Like
You go to your car, you should deadlift it and
You
then
should,
get in.
Yes, you
Yeah.
should hang clean.
I agree.
You should
I agree.
squat the squat rack.
Oh, well, I was gonna say Stanky.
Oh yeah,
Stankoven.
first line.
Friend of the pod.
Yeah.
Yep. We,
Holy, he's disgusting.
He's-
I called that, bro. I called.
all
that,
did,
bro.
we all knew he was destined.
Yeah.
Like he just
I was like, how is this guy in the
he got
AHL?
the puck daddy blessing.
How is this
Yeah.
guy in the AHL? Like he's disgusting, bro.
Yeah.
I just sent him a DM
Nice.
saying, just have to say, love to see you working, getting a last minute call up
And
from the AHL to the team, earning your spot late, and then just working your way right up to first
the
line
best player
playoff
on the team.
minutes.
How about the best player on the team? How about the best
pretty
player on the
clo- yeah.
team?
He's pretty
like-
close to it.
Yeah, him and Wyatt Johnston are like producing for them for sure. Wyatt Johnston's
Who?
getting like 12 shots a game.
Who?
Are you kidding?
I don't even know who that is.
Wyatt Johnston, you got to watch some of
I've never-
his clips, man.
No, Wyatt's playing really well.
I don't watch enough.
His-
I don't
his
watch.
hands are
I don't
nasty,
think I've
too.
watched like more than one.
He
Dallas
looks like
Stars game.
he looks
Oilers-
like Pavel Barber against his
No excuse.
nephew.
yeah.
I gotta do my research though.
It's Oilers Dallas, so you get to watch them, get to see.
I know everyone's like, you gotta do Dallas content. You gotta
Like,
do Vancouver.
There was a couple clips in the Dallas Colorado series where Wyatt Johnson just toe drags out of the corner around like
No way.
Taves, and I think once like
Okay.
McCarr, like he made McCarr look kind of silly too. Like
Wow.
he's got nasty hands.
I'm gonna
man.
throw up a Wyatt
Is he a
Johnson highlight
defenseman or-
pack.
Yeah.
No, forward.
No, he's a forward.
Sick
yeah.
name. Wyatt. I've never heard of him.
Really, eh? That's wild. No, yeah, you should look. You should
Was he?
brush up
Was he
on
a,
some
was he a
clips.
sniper? Or?
He's like he reminds me a lot of like I don't know, like cane mixed with.
Oh,
I don't know any of the Western.
Like his
Conference
hands
teams
are
at
just
all.
his hands are next level, dude. Like he just is so good at avoiding like stick checks.
surprisingly, does not lead the Stars in points, and Miro Heiskanen does. With
Well, that's
13.
not surprising. Heiskanen is
The defenseman.
Yeah.
yeah.
Jason
play-
Robertson, 12
Heiskanen
points.
plays like 28 minutes a game. That's why
Yeah.
like he's on the ice literally every other shift.
Yeah, that was like me when I was playing AAA on the point.
Yeah.
Every other shift.
And like
Chippy, go
like
again.
the power play and the breakout
Oh.
all funnel through Heiskanen.
Also, Dallas uses all of their lines. They don't just go like they don't double shift their first line like
Other
so,
than
like,
their defense they only play like 5 of them.
Right,
They
but-
still got J-Mo Ben and Sagan. Like that's
But like Draisaitl, McDavid stay out the whole power play.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
You know what
yeah.
I mean? So they're gonna put their second unit out.
is Dallas gonna pound them?
No. I think it's going to be
I'm calling it right
I'm
now.
calling I think Dallas is going to win.
I'm an Oilers fan for the. Am I?
I have Dallas to win it. That's who I picked from the
well,
get-go.
I want
In Chevin.
Canadian team to win.
No, I have Dallas to win the cup.
It would be awesome for a
Ah.
Canadian team.
But
to
I
win.
think
I think Dallas is gonna pound them.
Do you have Dallas to win the cup in your bracket?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're not,
This
not
is gonna get
messing
clipped.
around
This
here.
is gonna get clipped. I think Dallas is gonna pound them. No, I don't. I actually don't know.
I think Dallas wins it
It's
in
the
6.
goaltending for the Oilers that I think is.
Dallas gets the home ice
Yeah.
advantage. I think
And-
Dallas wins it in
Ottinger is really
It's
good.
not the offense for the Oilers. It just seems like being able to keep the puck. Like
6. Skinner.
I've seen, they collapse a lot.
Get
Like,
her.
they're up 3-0 in this game 7. It's like just close that out.
Yeah.
And it's like,
Yep.
it seems like every year I watch the Oilers, they'll have like a 3-0 lead and then it's gone.
It,
Yep.
And then it's an overtime again. They go to a lot of overtimes. Like it seems
the
like
thing
they're-
that I'm looking out for is both Dallas and Edmonton have come out strong in games and taken the lead early. Like in the first period, I'm saying early. Like in the first period, Edmonton and Dallas have both played with the lead a lot. So I think it'll be interesting to see who can actually commit to doing that, like winning the first period, like getting
I feel like
3 goals in the first period and then riding that out.
it's Dallas. Like it might actually be Dallas's year, bro.
Well, that's what I thought from the
Jamie
get-go.
Ben,
Yeah.
Sagan, and then they got Stanky. Like they just
Yeah.
added like a top 10 player to the league
Out of nowhere.
out of nowhere.
Yeah.
And it's like they're already a tough team to play against. They're big. They're nasty.
Mhm.
Delandria, they got there are a lot of guys. Robertson.
Ottinger's playing lights out.
Who else is on the
Mhm.
point there? Heiskanen. Don't they have?
Like Colorado was like firing pucks from everywhere and like getting high danger chances, and Ottinger
And they low key got
lo-
rid of
locked her
their.
down.
They got rid of their defenseman that was obviously causing them problems. That they traded him to the Leafs. Obviously, he was
Who's that?
the guy that came to the Leafs that we put on IR.
I don't know
He
who.
he was
IR?
eating up minutes over there. He must have been.
Oh, I don't know.
Oh,
who the Leafs got.
Klingberg.
Oh, Klingberg. Yeah.
So was he overrated and like
Well, no, he was great. Klingberg
they
was
weren't
great
getting it
Good
done in the
defense.
playoffs?
offensively.
Yeah.
He was great
That's
offensively,
what I mean.
but
But
he just got
maybe
injured.
last year, like we don't know because it's like the players on the Leafs that you know, like other teams wouldn't know what the player actually plays like unless you watch every single game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like there's those players on the Leafs who are like, oh, like people are gonna think, oh, like his numbers are decent on the point, but we know he can't play defense.
Yeah.
Right. Right.
Well, I think
Um,
of for Dallas, the depth is all in the forwards. Like they have a guy named I think Lundqvist who plays defense, and he's sitting on the bench like 3/4 of the game. Like he plays like maybe 5 minutes a night. Like
Yeah.
so they're running 5D. So Klingberg not being there and them trading him, I mean it's good they did because he's basically like he's done playing now, unfortunately,
Mm.
due to injury.
That sucks.
And like, but if he was healthy, like they probably would prefer to have him because then they could have 6 defense.
Yeah,
You know, like
yeah.
I don't think they're making room on defense to have their young talent come through. It's all in the forwards with their drafting, and they've just nailed like every pick that they've gotten. You know, like Stankoven. What was he drafted at?
I
can't
believe
remember.
He wasn't first overall.
At this rate, yeah.
I remember like watching the draft and then being like, okay, like whoever gets Stankoven is getting a deal because I think he was
Was he like 13?
projected. Yeah, he was lower. He wasn't a top 10.
Yeah.
But he was
Insane.
projected lower, and I was like watching. I'm like, okay, take the like seeing each team come up. I hope they take Stankoven. I hope they take Stankoven.
Mm-hmm.
And when Dallas got him, I was like, okay, they got themselves a star. He was 47th overall.
Yeah. See, like that's
47th?
47th.
yeah.
And it's like anyone.
Second rounder?
All you had to do is watch the
Are
World
you
Juniors. and
insane?
Yeah, I know it's crazy.
He was the CHL Player of the Year.
Yeah.
Mhm.
In the U18, I was watching the U18 because Bedard was on it. It's like, whoa, the Stankoven guy is ridiculous. And Mason McTavish, too, both great. And then you watch the World Juniors, like, man, these guys are good. And then it's like, I don't know.
I did say Stanky might be better than Bedsy. I think I have that on the pod.
You haven't said that yet.
I've said that, bro.
Yeah, we were kind of joking at the time, but he legit
I wasn't, bro, because I
Yeah.
watched this guy in the World Jays, and I'm like, yo,
he looked like more dominant than Bedard at points through that
yeah,
time.
like,
Yeah.
I just feel like he is that guy.
Yeah, so middle of the second round. Let's see who passed on him.
Leafs?
Well, every team.
The Leafs?
Oh, Leafs?
Well,
Surprising.
the Leafs didn't have a first rounder last year, did they?
Well, we got Cowan. That we haven't talked about Cowan.
Yeah,
He's
that's.
going lights out. I don't see Toronto on here.
Oh no, yeah, the Leafs got Cowan first round, but
Oh,
I don't think it was the
29th
same
or
year.
something.
Okay,
29?
so Toronto drafted Matthew Nyes, 57th. That was their first selection.
Yeah, they didn't
So
because they
that's
didn't.
not a bad pick.
Dubas probably traded down.
Yeah.
Nicey.
Dubas always trades down in the
Noisy.
draft. Like he trades their first rounder to get 2 second rounders.
Right. Yeah, their first selection was Matt Nyes. I think that was it. And then
Stud.
I don't see anyone else here.
Since we brought up the Leafs, they hired Craig Berube. We haven't talked.
They
about that.
hired him
Oh,
When?
it's official.
Yeah, like
today?
no,
They
like
announced it a few days ago.
2 days ago,
Yeah.
3 days ago.
No, they said they were like, look, like he's probably gonna be the guy.
No, they just announced it.
You,
like,
you
they-
probably get the same notifications I do because I get a notification on my phone from 20 minutes ago. Craig Berube expected to be announced, and then I click on the notification or the post, and it's actually from like 2 days ago.
Yeah, Craig Berube was hired.
Yep.
They announced like Brad Treliving introduced him, and he is the new coach of the Toronto Maple Leafs.
Oh, I also saw a post, so I know that I'm not just thinking this up or reading the headline wrong. John Tavares texted him, and had a whole. So there'd be no reason John Tavares would be texting Berube if he wasn't hired. So yes, it's official. He's the coach.
Wow, I missed that. I would have done a video on that if I knew. Oh,
Yeah, so he's. Well, I mean, the last big gig that everyone knows him for is winning the cup in
He
2018.
won the cup,
was that with?
but he was like a backup.
Flues.
Like, yeah, like our
Weren't
coach
they-
sucks.
but weren't they last in the
yeah.
league?
Yeah, they were. And I was saying the reason they won the cup is because Binnington went on an absolute heater, and then once they got the playoffs, Ryan O'Reilly became superhuman, backed by the unstoppable Binnington.
Binnington.
Benner.
Last episode, he
Benner.
kept calling him Binnington.
Bennington.
Binnington.
Yeah, that's hilarious. No, but we have Cowan, and I was actually on live TV the other day.
You were on live TV? Oh yeah, on
TSN.
TSN. Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
So you sorry to break the news to you here that they hired Berube instead of you.
I know. I
I
went
know
on-
that they
I
were
went
you
on-
were in interviews, right? Like you went on TSN and
I went on live TSN and said
Yeah.
I'm probably gonna be.
I hear they
next
need a new
head
coach and
of the next.
hey, you should hit up Berube. He's looking for assistant coaches probably. You
think
you probably can't break into the league as head coach, but maybe assistant
I
coach.
know, I'm looking for that head spot.
Dude, you could run the Leafs power play.
I could, and I honestly
Like you could do a better
think
job than
I
Bouchard.
could be
Or not
an
Bouchard,
NHL
what's his name?
I do think I could coach the Leafs.
Who's the Leafs?
My
Power play
toxic
coach.
trait is that I think I could coach the Leafs.
You legit probably could though.
I think I could.
The Leafs
bro.
power play, just like let them cook.
That's what I would say, bro. I would like get rid of every system, bro.
You just like let them
Just
cook.
go out there
You have an extra guy, just 2 on the puck
and
if you
do
need
what
to get
you
the
guys
puck
think.
back.
You guys been playing power plays since you were 7.
Yeah.
Okay, like go run the umbrella.
hmm
Go run a couple backdoor cuts, guys. Like
Switch between if you feel like
some mojo.
it. Get some
Like
cycles going.
yeah, you guys
know?
know what you're doing. Like why do we need a coach to run through systems?
Yeah.
It's like no, go out there and flow. That's what I would say. Go out there and flow.
I am interested to see because like the Leafs already arguably this year got more tough than in previous years.
Mhm.
You'd agree, right?
Well, unless we get it's like depends on what they do. Like, are they going to re-sign Domes? Or are they going to let Bertuzzi go?
Yeah, there's a lot to sort out, like personnel wise, but I do think that overall they have a tougher
Oh, it
lineup
was
construction.
yeah. We were hammering guys in the
Yeah.
playoffs.
and like they're a bit bigger on like the third line, fourth line.
Yeah.
And Edmondson on defense they brought in, and Labushkin. Like Labushkin didn't really do too much, and neither did Edmondson, but they're big bodies.
they were big bodies.
But
they-
I'm worried that because Berube, that Blues team, they're like the big bad Blues, like
Yeah.
they were playing a heavy game. Like he's kind of known for being a bit of a tougher coach, I guess, like harder on the players,
Yeah.
like or more direct. Like he won't
Or demanding the players.
like demands their best, which is good. I think that's good for the Stars, but I'm worried that because of him being the coach, they're going to try to. He's going to want personnel that are like not as skilled,
I
And I'm worried that they're going to take a step back because
whatever we're doing isn't working.
yeah.
So it's like we do need to take a step
But
back.
I don't want an overcorrection, like it
I
sucks.
know. It seems like we might be in one of those though.
know. But like I guess with guys like Nyes and Robertson and
Yeah.
Cowan and stuff, we got
Robertson's-
some
He's gonna be gone, right?
we got some young talent coming up. I don't know if I don't think they'd trade him. He's an RFA.
Oh, he's the RFA.
Yeah. So they can get him on a decent deal. He hasn't performed. He hasn't done anything really.
Well, it's because he would just say I don't want to play for them because they're not giving me the opportunity.
Oh, you think
He
he'd
doesn't
want to
wanna be
leave?
here, he doesn't wanna
Yeah.
be here.
Maybe. I don't know. I think they get it done though. When you're an RFA, it's kind of tough. Like they either you sign the deal or you don't play. Like they don't have to trade him,
Yeah, that's true. That's
right?
true.
Like they could trade his rights if they wanted to be nice to him. If Dubas was here, they probably would.
Yes.
But I feel like Brad Treliving would be like, "No, you're here, man.
yeah.
Figure it out. You figure it out.
Figure it out, guys.
Figure it out."
Figure it out. That was like what they were saying to me when I went on TSN there, live TV.
Yeah.
Share.
I saw.
Figure it out. No preparation. No
Mhm.
questions in advance.
No.
I'm going to the London Knights game, and I was doing some stuff with the OHL,
Mhm.
and so I'm sitting in there. It's my first London Knights game I've ever been to, and I go there floating around, just taking some pictures with some people.
Yeah.
So now I'm in the suite, and then it's like they kind of like told me, oh yeah, you're gonna be doing like the intermission TSN. I'm like, it's like live. I'm like, all right, like let's do it. Sure.
I was like, all right, let me put my cuss words away for a minute.
Yeah. So I'm like, so then it's like I'm in the suite there watching it from it's a sick barn. It's like it's
Mhm.
the same people that made Scotiabank.
I think they're the
made-
most wealthy team in the OHL.
Oh, they have to be. Yeah.
Yeah.
by far.
They have a great town to play in because there's a university and a college,
Mm.
and like it's a good population. It's far enough away from Toronto that the whole town can cheer for the Knights. You know,
Right.
in Barrie, they got the Barrie Colts, but it's like, yeah, but the Leafs are just down the road.
Yeah.
I guess yeah. A lot of people think of it that way. Yeah.
You know, it has a nice trifecta of things. There are other places that are further away OHL towns, but the fact that they have Fanshawe and UWO so close,
Yeah.
it brings in a lot of people go to those games.
Makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you become lifelong fans
Yeah.
of them. Yeah. But yeah. So how was Chippy and I kind of talked about it a little bit. But yeah. So you went live.
Yeah. So I'm like, it's the first period. I'm watching the game. Cowan's my guy. Go back and forth with Cowan before the game. I was like, go out there and light it up. It's my guy.
If you want a pep talk, hire Chippy on Cameo
Oh, for sure.
because that pep talk you had with Easton Cowan, it worked.
Oh, it did.
It worked.
Did it ever work? Did it ever work that game? He had a 5-point night. So I'm watching the game from the thing. And
5 points, ladies and gentlemen, because of Coach Chippy.
because of me.
Okay, I'm still getting the.
Can we get that out?
Okay.
Because of me.
Am I still getting the 10% commission from all the cameos?
Yeah, 5. Yeah. That,
Is
just
it down to
say it
5?
again. Can you say that 5-point night was because
5-point night because of Coach Chippy. Hire him on Cameo. And then I get the 10%.
Perfect.
10%.
Yeah, I'll give you-
It's 2.5.
I'll give you 25%.
25? No?
Yeah, I'll give you 25.
Jeez,
Make sure I
okay.
feed my team. Yeah. So I'm watching the game. I'm like, now I'm kind of getting nervous. I'm not really watching the game. Like, I'm really not watching
You're
the
just
game.
there. You're
I'm like thinking about this interview. I'm like, because they haven't really given me like much information, like literally zero information.
The great
Yeah.
thing is you just be you. And as
Yeah.
long as you're okay with being you, you just be you on TV now.
So that's what I was thinking,
Mhm.
right? So I'm like, so now I'm like, they're like, I was like, it's 4 minutes left. I'm like, oh, we should probably go up to do the thing. She's like, oh yeah, like probably should do that. So we walk up, like it's like at the top thing. It's like, and then so we get to where they do all the broadcasting,
yeah.
and then I'm just kind of standing there. No one like, it was like no one's telling me like, yeah, we're gonna go live. Like I thought it was like live TV. Like was like, okay, we're gonna go this. It's gonna be 30 seconds. Like you're gonna say this. It's gonna be that. Nothing. Absolutely
They
nothing.
just put a headset on you and
Pretty much, I just get out there, get my headset on, and they're like, "We're live in 45," and I'm like sitting, and now, but I can't see Julia, who was interviewing me. I can't see her,
you just listen.
so I'm like, there's like the lights are just in my face, and I just have like the headset on, like we have right here. So she's talking in my ear. So then like, and then they said like look into the camera, but I don't know the questions, so I don't know what's coming at me. So I have to think
Yeah.
on my feet.
And look
listen,
at the camera.
and try to come up with a response that's like
Good enough. Like
consumable because it's live. It's like live TV, and someone's interviewing you live.
yeah.
yeah, and you don't want to say.
There's no retakes.
There's no retakes,
Nah.
bro. So I'm like, bro. Then I got nervous. So I'm like, now I'm getting nervous. Like now I'm on TV, bro. I'm like, what is it? Like,
the little kid in you is like flipping.
well, what are
out,
they gonna
yeah.
ask? I'm like, what are the questions? So like it was like they started asking me about the game. And I'm
Yeah.
like, I haven't even watched the game. I was taking photos the whole time. I don't even know what the score is.
You just need the canned responses.
You should have literally said that. You should have been like, I don't even know what the score
said
is.
that.
I've just been walking around the
I
rink
kinda
taking
s- I
photos with
said
everyone.
I've been in the box just pounding chicken wings. Like I'm like, bro, I got chicken wings in my teeth. And then you're not getting any response. Like I don't know if she's laughing or
Right.
not.
You don't see a
So I
smile.
don't see
You don't
so
no
I'm like,
head
This is
nods.
awkward. I'm like, this is
Yeah.
kind of. Am I being awkward?
Yeah, 'cause so much of an interview is reading
Feeding off of
If
their
their
reactions.
She was smiling, but I didn't
Yeah,
see it.
you don't
So I'm
see
like,
it.
Yeah.
then I got serious, and I'm like, no, I felt this awkward energy, and I'm like, yo, I'm kind of nervous. I said to her, I'm like, yo, honestly, this is a little different than a TikTok. But that's when she, like, I guess she would have all the questions prepared.
Yeah.
So she's off the script, and I'm off the dome.
Mhm.
But then I kind of threw it back. I think
Mm.
threw it off a little bit when I said I was nervous. Then she had to like rebuttal, but I was rebuttaling the whole time. So it's like the interviewers on offense.
You're on
The
defense.
person that's getting interviewed is on defense. So I kind of tried to stroll off and talk about, you know what I'm saying? Because it's kind of like awkward.
You're taking the expert interview skills. They ask you one question about something, and then you
talk
make it
about
about
what you
something
want.
else.
It's
You talk about
terrible,
what you want. So I
dude.
go, yeah, it's style and flow, baby. We're not thinking too much.
I got this. I don't know. I was featured on with YouTube Canada, because this video I did with Mason was like the second most viral video in Canada that year or something. And they wanted me to do like some interviews, so they brought me in to Toronto and had me do media training.
Oh,
Right? And
Oh
I'm
my
like, oh, media training. Just let me answer the questions. Come on.
Yeah.
And it's so painful. They're like, okay, so if you get asked this question, here's like some questions that they might ask you about.
I got no training. I
Right?
had no media
No,
training.
no media
I had
training for
no
you.
media training, bro. First
But-
time on live TV. No media training.
Yeah.
But it's probably better, because I would rather just not have
Well, it's
had
like
that.
it's like a TikTok live. I was like, oh, this is just
Yeah.
like a live. I was like, I don't.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
But they teach
probably less people than your
Probably.
TikToks.
Probably.
they teach you to, if you get asked this question, this is how you change the subject to answer the question that you want to answer. So you'll never be nervous, because you're like, oh, I'm just going to talk about this, this, and this, these three things. No matter what question they ask you, you just turn it into answering that question. It's like this political stuff that I hate. Just answer the question.
Yeah,
That's
no.
the question, right?
No, you're making it about the three things you want to talk about.
And exactly.
And if you're a pro hockey player, that's
Yeah.
oh yeah, we battled
That's
hard.
what I mean.
The
I
boys really need to come together here in
If
the
I
third.
even would have known that, I would have done better. I would have done better.
Fair.
Because I would have just I just didn't know anything. I'm like, oh,
I saw like a piece of it from like Instagram.
you were in
so-
character.
You looked
Yeah,
fine.
I tried to.
You were in character.
I tried to be
That's
because I
good.
was like, because I wasn't like I'm not. Sometimes I'm not in character when I'm just like chilling, walking around a rink. Like I'm
Yeah,
not.
yeah.
And I was like, all right, I gotta kind of snap into this. Like,
Uh-huh.
45
45 seconds. You got to get on your.
It was like a 3-minute interview. It was forever. I was like, holy, this
Probably
is
felt
going,
long.
It's going long, bro.
Yeah.
I got people screaming at me.
Yeah, yeah.
beside me. I'm like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, and it's live. There's no cuts or anything, so you
No
have to be on the whole
cuts,
time.
bro.
Yeah, that's interesting. I know.
Well, then they asked me about like Sheldon Keefe just got fired. Like,
Oh,
on the
yeah.
line. I'm like,
Yeah,
bro.
with no media training on what to say there, hey?
I'm like, yeah. And I'm like, so I just switched to. I was like, oh yeah, they're looking to sign me or something. It's like,
Yeah, but
that was off the dome. That was off
Yeah.
the cuff. I was like, oh yeah, they're looking. I've heard they're looking to sign me or something.
yeah,
I was like,
you need a viral moment right there. Ah, good riddance.
You should have been like, yeah, I think I got an interview like coming up after this. Like
Yeah.
I got
I
to.
Oh, that's why the Leafs keep calling me. Like, if you were prepared, you knew the questions. You could have dropped some one-liner like
yeah,
that.
exactly.
Oh, that's why they keep blowing up my phone. Okay, yeah.
yeah. Oh
I
yeah.
should get back to them.
Yeah, I'll put do not disturb right now. Sorry guys. I know. If I was a little bit more.
No, but you killed it though. I think
When I did the YouTube thing, Don Cherry had just gotten fired for saying those people or whatever.
you people.
You
Yeah,
people.
yeah.
You people. You can't say
So I'm
you
like-
people.
So the guy gets back. He's like, "Do I still have a job?" Like the guy that works for the OHL. He's like, "Do I?" I'm like, "Yeah, bro. I think."
Wait, you should have said, give me some media training next time.
Yeah, and media training might
'Cause
be needed.
They told me before I think I did like 3 interviews, and none of them were anything close to what they like made it out to be. But they were like, what would you say if they ask you about Don Cherry getting fired? I'm like, oh, I'd just say that I always looked up to him when I was a kid. Like he had a lot of good advice, but unfortunately, yeah,
Wrong.
no,
Wrong.
no,
Totally
you
wrong.
don't like him. You don't like him. You do not like him. You don't say anything.
Yeah.
You say good. I don't know.
You say,
You say nothing.
I went for a run today.
Yeah, exactly. You don't answer that
You
question.
know, I was thinking about that today
Damn.
when I
bro.
was listening to the Puck Daddy podcast.
That's what I
and-
mean. That's what I mean. I felt like I was on defense when I
Yep.
should have just been saying whatever I wanted.
Yeah.
use it for
But then
PR.
I also didn't want to look like an ass.
But you might have been
Yeah.
more nervous if they gave you some media training, like, oh, what if they ask you about Sheldon Keefe? Oh, you don't say this, don't say this, don't say this. Now you're just thinking about what you're not supposed to say and hoping you're not accidentally saying.
It's like a coach telling you what not to do on the ice versus
Yeah.
just telling you
well,
to
yeah, I don't want
go
to
and have fun.
celebrate someone getting fired.
oh no.
So I'm like, oh, I just made it about how I'm getting hired.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Breaking news.
Hey, I heard. Are we allowed to talk about some NHL team that interviewed you?
And then no,
No?
not yet.
Oh yeah. Okay. Secret.
But I went hard on Cowan. I was like, because I was talking to Easton Cowan, I'm like, Easton Cowan. Like I said his name, like, yeah, shout out to Cowan. He's style and flow. But like 10 times. Then I messaged him like, go check out the interview, bro. Absolutely shouted you out.
That's great. Maybe he'll
then-
get
and
you,
then- and then I-
maybe he'll get you
And
tickets.
then I
to Leafs
homered
games.
with London. And then I homered with London. Oh, I'm all London. So all Oshawa probably's like, oh,
Whatever.
whatever.
You're in the London barn,
Yeah, I was in the London bar.
and
so I was
they
like,
took it, so you look good.
Yeah, look.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was no training, but that's what it was. It was.
Love it. So is Cowan going to be a stud on the Leafs next year? Are they taking him?
I think so.
And Matt
just-
Nice
he just
and
lit it
Fraser
up,
Minton.
bro.
Fraser Minton too.
One of them.
Uh,
Minton already did his 9-game stint last season.
Yep.
I think they'll give Cowan a 9-game stint
Mhm.
this season.
Another year to develop.
Well, no, they'll put him down in the AHL.
Okay,
It
yeah.
might be like a late addition after the trade
Okay.
deadline.
Little Logan Stankoven treatment. You
I'm
know.
not
Yeah.
a big fan of send them to the A because I feel like it's just tougher league.
No, they just do it for the cap.
They don't get the support.
Your confidence gets dominated.
Yeah, you don't get the support. Like you can play you can be a stud on an OHL team,
Well, I don't know.
play in the World Juniors.
Stankoven lit it up in the AHL. That's why he got brought up to the.
But like he
yeah,
is
I-
like
He was ready.
generational.
Yeah, I'm just saying like that's the best option because if they're not able to rise up and dominate the AHL, then they're not ready for the NHL.
Yeah.
At that age.
Yeah, fair.
You got to give them a year or two.
Yeah.
You
I
know,
almost think the AHL's a harder league than the NHL.
it's very physical.
Like it's just like a harder league to score in. Like,
Well, that's the thing.
is anyone putting up 150 points in the AHL? Like,
No, they won't last that long. If they're doing that well, they get brought up to their big,
yeah, that's
the
what I
big
mean.
boy
So it's
team.
like hard to like
Have teammates.
success.
Yeah, like definitely Stankoven would rather be surrounded by like Pavelski and Ben and Robertson, right? Like
Yeah.
who would you rather have feeding you the puck and who would you rather dish the puck to?
Yeah.
A couple NHL
But
studs.
you also have to be at the level where you can keep up and play
Oh,
at
yeah.
the pace
Of course.
and the thinking, like the mindset that all those guys have to be able to be one step ahead, right? Chippy's making crazy eyes over here.
Good one. Good one.
It's breathing. Breathe in. Make sure. Don't forget to breathe.
Yeah. Oh, dang. I wasn't thinking about breathing this whole time. Dang it.
But guess what? Breathing's both.
Mindful and.
I actually have a quote.
Okay.
That I was listening to the other day, and it's Alan Watts. It was
Of course.
It's your boy.
Yeah, but he
Your
said,
daddy.
"What do you say? Angels,
Why are you asking me?
angels fly because they take themselves lightly." Or something.
Oh.
was it?
They don't take themselves too seriously. Is that like
Angels
the-
fly. Was it angels fly? It was something like that.
And rocks are too heavy to fly.
God, sorry, I'm gonna get the quote right.
I got a quote for you.
What is it?
This is I have like a journal that I do. I've told you guys about it multiple times, but there's like a thing that shows up on my home screen that gives me like a quote for the day.
That's
Mm.
nice. I
And
like that.
some of them I like, some of them are like not as applicable, but they're still fun to do. This one I like. It's life has no limitations except the ones you make,
Heck
Mm,
yeah. Heck yeah.
and that's a good one I
I
thought.
like that one.
Yeah,
But yeah,
Unless you're being suppressed.
the angel. It's a,
By a
the
hierarchical
angels
government.
fly because they take themselves lightly.
Yeah,
Ah,
nice. I
Then
like that.
also the cosmic humor is Alan Watts says is one of like humor is one of the
humor gives you wings.
greatest things on earth or something. I don't know what he's
You're about to get sued by Red Bull.
I don't even know, I don't
Humor
even know
is
what he was
great.
saying. He was saying about humor, like humor, being able to like laugh at stuff is like
Yes.
one of the most wise
Mm-hmm.
things on
Oh.
earth.
Not only are you attractive, physically fit, you're also one of the very wise because you're so funny.
Oh my god.
Ego. That's this episode.
Yeah,
Ego.
Angel. Call me the angel.
You are practically an angel
I'm an
because you take your
angel,
life lightly.
I'm gonna make the thumbnail Connor McDavid and say ego, and it's just a clickbait.
No, but But people with ego can't be funny.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is. They take
You just
things
hate
too
them.
personally.
You
Yeah,
just hate them.
yeah, it's true. Too much.
But
of an
no,
ego.
that's wrong because you need ego to exist.
There-
But like,
Think about
I
what
definitely have ego. There's
Hey,
definitely ego, but like,
think about when we talked to Josh Hosang. He said you need
It's-
ego to have success, but
To be
it's
competitive.
but it's about balancing that ego with a bit of humility. You know,
yeah, like making be able
gratitude.
to make fun of yourself as well.
yeah.
Not like you can be cocky, but also being able to like, not like also
joke.
Yeah, take
Imagine
like,
being-
take yourself lightly. Like, fuck.
Imagine being in a room and like throwing out some chirps and just laughing, and then someone gets a good dig on you, and you're just like, "What did you say? What did you say?"
Exactly. That's
Right?
like that's the most cringe thing ever.
I am not
It's like,
the slowest player on the team.
bro, you
That's Kevin. Come on.
you just talked for 10 minutes how bad we were at hockey, and we just said one thing about you, bro.
And then you just turn and fight the whole team.
Yeah.
Guys are a bunch.
I'm telling coach. My dad.
Are we doing?
Talk about stereotypes.
That's
I'm
so
telling
good.
coach. My dad.
I love that. I love that.
Are we doing a second episode?
Yeah, well, let's wrap this one up and we can do
Yeah, 'cause
the Puck Daddy
I do
show.
have to train.
Yeah, my wife's gonna be so mad if I am on the podcast too long.
Oh gosh. All right, let's wrap this one up. Thanks a lot for tuning in. Thanks to everyone for buying merch. There's
Appreciate
a
you
couple
guys.
new
Love,
orders.
love y'all.
Yeah.
Also, a Style and Flow drop Friday.
Look out.
Oh yeah.
Up.
If you want a jersey like Chippy's or like
Style and Flow jersey drop Friday. If you're a real one.
Don't
Appreciate the
forget to get a
support.
Coach Chippy cameo for every single game that you and your kids play. Also, pump up speech for your wedding, for your anniversary.
If you need the funniest person on earth,
Yep, he'll put on
Let me
angel
know.
wings and
let me know.
do a pump up speech for your weekend.
I will.